All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the My One Sim podcast. Thank you for joining us and joining us again. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but joining us again are these two gentlemen who you're getting accustomed to seeing more often now. And see, I realize when I watch the video that I edit it, and when I do this, you guys are either up here or down here, but in my eyes, you're right here. So I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't like confusing the viewers. So today, again, joining us, Mr. V305.
You got it this time. There you go.
Well, I still fucked up the first time. And
he always fucks up that.
Yeah, I don't know why I always fuck that up, bro. I don't know why. And okay. Obviously, Brandon's View _ on Instagram and Twitter. The boys joining me again for a threesome of the My 17 podcast, and we have a good show today. Actually, I'm kind of excited of the things we're going to talk about. Hopefully, we can get to everything. I wouldn't mind getting to that master bedroom shit, but I'm not going to I'm not going to open the box right now. So I'm not going to open that box right now.
What is it now? So, what's the term now?
Primary bedroom, yes.
Oh, yeah. No, that's crazy. That's stupid.
So,
wow.
So, like I said, we have a lot to talk about today, and I say we might as well just jump into it. And the first thing we're going to jump into today, since it just came out, no, it did not just come out. What came out that made us talk about the basketball anyway? There was a reason we brought it up. There was something we were talking about. I could have sworn there was something behind it that came out recently. Anyway, whatever. It don't fucking matter. We're going to talk about it. Heat schedule. 8 games, and I have my wins and losses, and I'm going to have the guys go around and talk about their wins and losses, but mine are fucking ridiculous because I didn't watch basketball last year, so I am the least qualified person of the three of us right now to talk about this, so I'm going to hand the floor over to the qualified people, especially this gentleman who's wearing a Heat hat right now. Speaking of Heat and the colors, where's my shirt that you said you had?
It's in my room in our bag.
I want to see that shit. Well, I mean, no, we'll talk off camera about that part. You mentioned something the other day that I want to address with you about the louder.
Louder Miami.
Louder MIA. Louder MIA.
Louder MIA. And speaking of MIA, Miami Heat schedule 8 games starting August 1st. We take on Denver. And now I don't care where the road or not it says versus because there's no ad or anything because we're all playing in the same place.
Yep.
Like I said, I did not watch basketball last year. I did my due diligence as far as little research on the teams, the records where the season ended, blah, blah, blah. Actually, before I started really looking at the teams, I had a win-loss, and I had them losing only 2 games of those 8. But I don't know if that's going to be realistic. Yeah, and obviously the loss was Milwaukee and Toronto were my 2 losses. I mean, I think that's a safe bet. But then you got the other teams. Like, I don't know how good Boston really was. I see the record, but I don't know how good they really were as a team. And a question, because why is Phoenix playing? I thought it was – okay. See, now I'm confused on the way this is working. The whole league is playing these 8 games?
No.
And then they're going to – so it's –
No.
It's not the whole – it's not the whole league.
Unless I looked at the wrong standings and I got the wrong records, but it seems like Phoenix – what's Phoenix's record, dude?
No, their record is horrible.
Yeah. I have 19-63. Was I looking at the right standings?
I think it's like the top. Well, obviously it's 8 per conference. The ones that are in the playoff picture. And then after that, I believe it's like the top. Don't quote me. I think it's like the top 12 or 13 from each conference, something like that. That still have like a mathematical chance of making the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Is the okay? I don't know.
Because as of right now, Phoenix. I'm looking at the Phoenix Suns are still mathematically in.
Yeah. Look, Phoenix.
I'm definitely looking at the wrong standings.
Phoenix is 26-39.
And I definitely looked at the wrong standings.
Okay.
Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah.
I don't know where I got this.
They all play. They could be, and that's because they're within 6 games of the 8th seed. So basically,
no. Okay, I got you.
Right.
Go.
Right.
I'm gonna go keep going. My bad.
Basically, if you're within 6 games, you get a shot, but they have to win out.
Yeah, they have to go like 8-0.
But listen, Memphis. It's either gonna be. I think it's gonna be Memphis, because I think Portland is actually. Bro, listen. I understand Portland is 29-37, but Portland to me is dangerous with Lillard and McCollum and guys like that.
Yeah, they got guys who couldn't light it
That
up.
means if Portland gets in, their NBA is gonna do whatever they can to get Memphis out, because they really want the Pelicans to play the Lakers first round, so it could be Zion versus LeBron.
Yep.
They're gonna do whatever it takes to get that matchup.
Right.
Okay. It's ridiculous.
That'll be very good. That'll be awesome.
I mean, as a fan, I want to see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, the Lakers will kill the Pelicans.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't really matter who is Zion's playing LeBron. To me, I'd rather see a better matchup.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion.
I would like to see Portland.
Oh, Portland would be nice.
I like Lillard.
They score.
I love Lillard. Lillard to me is the best point guard in basketball right now.
I actually liked using them in NBA 2K the last time I
played.
played.
Lillard to me is the best point guard in basketball. I mean, I'm biased. He's not. I like scoring point guards.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with that.
You like Kyrie then?
Yeah, but Damian Lillard is better than Kyrie. I
like my point guard to score points, bro. I mean, I like a guy who can pass the ball because I like to pass the ball when I play ball. It's really my best thing I do. But I got to score.
When Heat fans had this affiliation with fucking Justice Winslow, it killed me, bro. I didn't understand it.
Overrated.
Like it was ridiculous. Like
Overrated.
I didn't understand what that guy was terrible, dude. Like he was horrendous. Like I don't know. Oh, I wouldn't even trade him for Anthony Davis. Well, what the fuck are you talking about?
Who the fuck said that?
I'd rather roll with the kids. I'd rather roll, bro. There's people right now that wouldn't trade Tyler Hero for Bradley Beal, bro. That is nuts to me.
Speaking of Tyler Hero, that guy's chick right now is.
Katya Elise Henry, bro. I've actually
check her out.
I follow her for like 4 or 5 years now, bro. It's crazy. She used to be Kuzma's girl.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the Heat. And their schedule. And Brandon, I'll go to you first.
Okay.
Give us if you want to go through it, wins and losses.
All right. Denver have first game. Denver, I have a win. Toronto, I have a win. Boston, I have a loss. Milwaukee, I have a loss. I have Phoenix winning. I have a win against Phoenix, a win against Indiana, a win against OKC, and another win against Indiana. So I have 2 losses as well. I'm 6-2.
I have us winning the last 4 games in a row as well, actually.
And I have us losing to Boston and Milwaukee.
I got us losing to Toronto, Toronto and Milwaukee.
Yeah,
my loss.
Only reason I don't say loss to Toronto is because Miami has a rest between Denver and that game. I have them losing to Boston because it's a back-to-back.
A back-to-back. Okay, yeah, I see that. So, and they don't have any more back-to-backs the rest of the way, so there's a rest day in between.
I don't think nobody does. I think each team has one back-to-back, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense to give it to at least one to everybody. So,
okay,
I'm surprised. I'm actually again, I don't know why. I guess I keep thinking Toronto and I keep thinking of Kawhi, but he's gone. But they're still a good team. So I kind of Boston. It was Boston. I don't know. I don't know how good they were this year before it all happened. So
Boston just kind of clicked. They started clicking recently, but they don't have to me like a. I mean, they have Kemba, but Kemba to me is not someone that like, oh my God, we play Kemba today. We're losing for sure. I don't see that with Boston. But they have Kemba, they have Tatum.
They have depth. They have a lot of depth.
They have a lot of depth is what they have. They do. Like when they start taking over games when it's bench on bench. Now, mind you, Miami Heat have a great bench as well. So it's not like we'll be the best matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to face us in the first round.
Is it me or is it an overwhelmingly young league now as far as these top teams? They seem pretty young, all of them.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I like that.
Except the Lakers, maybe. Well, Lakers are kind of young.
The guys we were talking about now, Boston, all the guys you mentioned, they're all young. Toronto, the guys are young. Milwaukee, the guys are young. Indiana,
Denver's young.
Most of the guys
Phoenix
are young.
is really young. Oklahoma City is fairly young, minus Chris Paul, but yeah,
I'm
bro.
Surprised of OKC, man. They're impressed me.
Yeah. Well, Chris Paul really did his thing.
Yeah,
bro.
he balled out this year.
Yeah. So and then just to basically finish up as well. So I got us going 6-2. I don't have us moving in the standings. I actually have us staying at 4. Because I don't think I don't think we're gonna get to 2 because we're 6 games back. And I think with Boston, we're 3 games back. I think that's not enough in 8 games to basically get 3 games. So I think we stay at 4. I would like to play Indiana first.
Round?
Yeah, I would like to play Indiana first round. As bad as Philly has been, I don't want to play them in the first round. They actually scare me a lot. For some reason, I don't know why. I mean, if Embiid and guys like that, they catch fire, I mean, we have firepower. That we're something that they don't have, but it's tough, man. It's going to be tough against Philly. I'd rather play Indiana first. Okay. But at any case, your main goal is to avoid Milwaukee until the Eastern Conference Finals.
To the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex?
I don't know if Brandon hired a CIA operative to wiretap my room, but apparently we all had the same amount of wins and losses. I have a little bit different. I do have a win against Denver in the first game, but this was kind of a blessing, this whole situation, because in this scenario we would have to have gone to at Denver if there was no coronavirus situation. Yeah. So home court doesn't exist in this whole situation. So that's huge. So like teams like Milwaukee, Lakers, Clippers, like they were like unbeatable at home.
Yeah, but so are we though.
So are the Heat. So everybody right now is on an even playing field. Like Milwaukee, I think they only lost 2 games at home the whole season.
One to us.
One to us, like in overtime, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken.
We were down 22, I think.
Do you know when the teams arrive? When do they start? Do you know when they start arriving to Orlando to start practicing or something?
I want to say soon because first game is August 1st. Okay. So
I'm just trying to think as far as travel goes for some of these teams coming from the west side, the West Coast. But obviously they're going to have days before they. So I'm assuming they're going to be able to practice before the game. So I'm sure they'll be here plenty of time. All right, go.
Yeah, no. So and the game times are interesting. Like they play against Denver at 1:00 at 1:30. It's like NFL almost.
8:30, 4, 7:30, and then 8, and then to be determined the pacer. The last.
It's kind of interesting, but I got him being Denver. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, Jokic lost like 50 pounds, so he looks weird. 50. I don't know if you guys saw him. Jokic, the center.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He looks like Porzingis.
What is he like? Did he put on like muscle or he just skinny?
He lost a lot of weight because he was like beefy, like chubby.
Yeah,
right?
He reminded me of Big Country.
Yeah, Brian Reeves. But he lost
no muscle definition whatsoever, but that body type and shit.
He lost a lot of weight.
Wow, 50 pounds? Is that a confirmed amount or?
I'll show you a picture, like 40 to 50 pounds.
Yeah, because that's a lot, dude. I mean, on a guy like I've seen the guy, and that has to be a lot of weight loss. Like he's got to be like. Well, you said he looks like Brad. No,
Porzingis. Like Porzingis.
I thought you said Bradley.
No, speaking of weight, I'm interested to see how some of these guys are in shape. Because some of these guys, I don't know, man. Like with everything closed.
That's interesting. I mean, I would think most of these guys have basketball courts in their own houses.
Yeah.
I think it's like a prerequisite as an NBA player to have a basketball court in your yard. So I'm sure they got a chance to, but it's not the same to just shoot.
Well, LeBron
all the time by yourself.
Yeah, LeBron went to Silicon Valley and probably had his own court over there. But no. Anyway, I have us going 6-2, but I have us that back-to-back with Toronto and Boston. I actually have us losing to Toronto and beating Boston. I think Toronto they match up very well against the Heat, and Siakam's playing very good this year.
Yeah,
he's improved a lot even without Kawhi, and they have a lot of size.
Yeah, that size they do. Only thing I gave us the win over Toronto and then Boston is because I don't think Toronto, and again this also plays into if we get into a series with them, which will be good for the Heat. Toronto doesn't have the offense, in my opinion, to keep up with the Heat.
Right.
Remember, Miami from top to bottom has nothing but shooting.
I think the only one score. DeRozan? DeRozan's still their top scorer.
No. He's in San Antonio.
Oh no, that's right. I'm sorry, not the.
No, their top scorer. I think.
I forgot he traded. Yeah, my bad. The trade was DeRozan for Kawhi, and then I forgot Kawhi left there. Okay,
Toronto to me. Right now it would be Siakam, and then probably Fred VanVleet's having a very good season as well, and then Kyle Lowry's still kind of doing his thing as well. So
I can't stand that guy. I cannot stand him.
Why?
Kyle Lowry, he's annoying.
Why?
I can't stand him. I don't know. Just and speaking of Toronto, they've had the Heat's number recently in the playoffs.
Yeah, they have.
The Heat can't beat them.
Well, we haven't really had a team the way we have now. Again, bro, Miami just has a lot of offense.
Miami, we gotta see.
Left and
anybody hurt? Was anybody hurt when the season?
Tyler Hero was in.
Tyler Hero. He came back.
Well, I'm saying he was when the season got it interrupted. But yeah, I'm sure he's got to be. He was. When they're saying he would be back by the playoffs before all this happened anyway.
Yeah, no, once it restarts, they're ready to go.
Yeah,
he'll be ready. Well, obviously because the extended
we're
period
full.
that we had,
We're full. We're full go. We're full go.
Yeah. Tyler Hero was hurt and Myers Leonard was hurt.
See, look, I like
guy.
Tyler Hero, but see, the thing is, look,
Michigan,
Miami.
Right? No.
Where?
Who's the kid from Michigan? One of the
Duncan
two white boys.
Duncan Robinson.
Robinson's the one from Michigan. That's right.
He's undrafted.
All those guys, bro.
He's
I love
undrafted.
those names. Their names are great. I love it.
Look, I'm actually in the very minority here. Well, Alex, finish your schedule, and then I'll touch up real quick before.
No. I mean, after the Bucks, obviously I have them losing to Milwaukee and then sweeping the rest of the way. So, looking at the standings right now, I don't think the Heat are going to move up either, from 4. But what I'm looking at here, Indiana at 5, Philly at 6. They're tied right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the way it looks right now, if we beat the Pacers twice, and then if Philly is probably going to be Miami and Philadelphia first round.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting.
But see,
if that holds.
The only reason I'm afraid of Philadelphia is just because of like guys like Embiid, and stuff like that. I'm not afraid of Philly as a whole, and especially in the 7-game series, because once again, they don't even They have less offense than Toronto does. So, I mean, we've seen it, bro. Ben Simmons in the playoffs. What is he? He turns into nobody. Because that game, remember, he's a full court guy. Everything's downhill. He can't shoot. He has to get to the rim. When it gets to playoff time, it's half court. It's a half court game. Everything slows down.
He's got to be able to shoot the ball. He's got to be able to shoot the ball.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't, bro. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I'm saying he's got to though.
Oh yeah, Miami's gonna clog the lane.
That's been the knock on him his whole career.
I mean, bro, listen, they're gonna do a lineup. Hey, maybe you I would even maybe start with this lineup, kind of move the offense in, or again maybe do what they're doing, start with the offense, kind of ease the defense in. But at some point against Philly, you're gonna see a lineup of Nunn, Crowder, Iguodala, Bam, Derrick Jones Jr. I mean that lineup is sick defensively, right? So again, bro, I just don't really see another team matching up with us than Milwaukee, but maybe Boston. Boston has guys that they could score.
Well, as of right now, if we let's say we beat Philly in the first round, we're gonna play Milwaukee in the second round. That's gonna be extremely tough. So
okay, let me ask you something though. Do you think in a 7-game series do we have even a shot with Milwaukee? No. I think most of the time we have a 7-game series.
The only reason I would say they have a shot is because they're gonna play Giannis like they would play Simmons. Giannis is not really a great shooter, but he could shoot the ball. Like he's worked on it a lot. They're gonna play him differently. But again, Milwaukee. See, look, in my opinion, Milwaukee and Miami have the best firepower offensively in the East. Yep. There's nobody that I don't even think comes close to them, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it helps too that the home court situation. We don't have to go to Milwaukee. We don't have to travel really because we're right here in Miami.
Here, exactly.
But I honestly have Milwaukee winning the whole thing. I think they match up with anybody, and I'm biased because I can't stand LeBron. But
I'm with you, bro.
I don't know why. I don't know why though.
I think Giannis is gonna go over the hump this year. After what happened to him last year, I think he's gonna win.
I think that the fact that the way it's coming, the way the whole Corona thing happened, and then the teams all took delay. I think it's not that cut and dry. I think that a lot of teams might struggle. So I honestly don't know what to expect with the play. I don't know what kind of play we're gonna get. I know that we're going off of what the teams were before it happened. So it's we're predicting from that, but we don't know what the fuck we're gonna get.
Yep.
That's gonna be interesting to see what kind of play is gonna be sloppy. Start slow. I don't know. I just think that's to be taken strong into consideration because we don't know what the fuck we're gonna get with this layoff that we had.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, there's gonna be no fans, so it's gonna be weird.
I wish they would do something, man, to put something in the stands, bro. Get a little entertainment value, bro.
They probably will.
I mean, the
trainers
players,
or something, and scatter them around in different seats so we see something and people clap or something.
It's gonna be it's after the first round, after the seeding games, I believe, or after the playing games. The families are going to be able to get in for the playoffs.
It's going to be like AAU basketball.
That's fine. That's not a. I mean, they're already around them. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
That's something that they've already talked about. But like I said, bro, I think Miami comes close this year, and I think I saw something the other day that they're actually going after Oladipo. They want Oladipo and Giannis. Yeah, they want both of them.
Yeah.
Can they afford that?
Well, you would probably have to get rid of Hero.
No, but I'm saying like they can afford Jimmy Butler, Adebayo, Giannis, and Oladipo.
Just I think
4 guys.
We have to trade for Oladipo and extend them so we can get his bird rights. I believe is how he manipulated it.
But I mean, we would have to pay, and then Bam Adebayo's contract is up, right? Like in 2 years.
Yeah, so he might be the guy that we would give another max to. Even though to me, again, I don't want to say it on live because I don't want Heat fans to be in my shit. But Bam Adebayo to me is not a max player, but my opinion.
There's plenty of guys that aren't max players have gotten max contracts. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Agreed.
It's just it's a working of the business for them, and we know there's a bunch of guys that don't deserve some of the money they get. So
yeah,
I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to get paid. I'm just saying I agree. He's not max money guy, but is he gonna get max money? Do you think he'll get it?
Of course, because he'll improve.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
the
reason why, and that's premature. I'm just saying the only, that's my opinion is based on right now, because people are saying they would give him the max right now. I would not give him the max right now. Bam Adebayo, to me, the only reason why I believe he could be a max player is because he's already improved a lot. He's only 21 years old, 22 years old.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? So if he takes that next level, if he creates that little elbow jump shot that Bosch has, I give him all the money in the world.
And we don't have Winslow anymore, right?
No, he's gone. He's in Memphis.
That's how much it shows I watched basketball this year.
And we're not gonna keep Dragic any longer. And he's a big.
I disagree.
He's a big contract, and he's a big contract.
I disagree. I think they're gonna extend him.
I mean, if anything, like 1 year probably. I mean, not like a multi-year deal. I don't think.
Well, speaking as we transition of a 1 year deal, the newsflash: if you live under a fucking rock, the New England Patriots, which I said a couple of weeks ago.
What a segue! What a segue!
We can go back to the tape. We can go to the tape. I said, why doesn't New England sign Cam Newton? Man, they must have heard me. Somebody in New England listens to the My One Set podcast. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Belichick, bro. Belichick, he knows what he knows. He knows what he likes. So, Cam Newton, guys, fucking Patriot, dude. Which, I have my whatever about
Doesn't
it.
Doesn't scare me one bit. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he's going to be the starter week 1, sir. So
that's what I was going to say. I'm not like, oh, shit. But if he's healthy, he can be a dangerous player. I mean, let's not take away from the fact that he's a former MVP. But to me, with him, he's kind of erratic, I think, mentally and emotionally. And I think there's going to be a lot of pressure in New England, too, because they're going to want to win now still. It's only 1 year removed from Brady. They're going to want to still win. I'm sure all the fans there still think they can still win because they got Belichick. And now you add Cam, they're going to be like, oh, they got to be getting obnoxious up there right now with this shit. So there's going to be pressure there, I think. And I don't know how he's going to deal. Carolina pressure is not New England Patriots pressure. It's not. That's 6 Super Bowl or whatever, how many Super Bowl pressure. That's 0 Super Bowl pressure. So I think that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm not scared. Alex, what because I'd like to ask you guys what you think his impact on the division will be. And you already said he's not going to start. You don't think he's going to start week 1. Do you think he'll start week 1?
I think he's going to get into the game. What I think may happen is Jarrett Stidham will start week 1 against Miami. If they don't do anything the first half, I think it might be a Tua situation in Alabama in the national championship game. I think if there's a situation, they might even have packages where in the middle of the second, third quarter, Cam Newton's in the game. So
it could be a good way to make it up for the defense at least.
I think if Stidham, if their offense is flat the first half, first quarter, I mean, however quick Belichick wants to pull them, I wouldn't be shocked if Cam Newton's in the game at all. But again, I'm not scared because they have no weapons on offense. It's not whether it's Cam Newton, whether it's Stidham, Brian Hoyer, whoever's their quarterback there. I mean, look, let's face it, Edelman is a shell of himself.
Yeah,
he's not a number one receiver. Let's get that out of the way. They don't have Randy Moss coming out of that tunnel. They have Mohamed Sanu, N'Keal Harry. I mean, are you scared of those guys? I mean, is Byron Jones?
I don't even know who they are. I know Sanu, but I don't know who the other guy is.
I mean, Byron Jones.
Any guy. That's how I see. What you're about to say now, Alex. Finish, and I'll tell you what I was going to say.
No. I'm saying like their tight ends are rookies. They drafted. They don't have Gronk.
Nope.
I mean, their running backs are decent, but our defensive line is very improved.
I think the running backs are more than decent, in my opinion. I think Sonny Michel and James White are actually very, very good.
I like James. I like James White.
Yeah.
Okay. To just touch on that, I actually thinking about it when they had the team they had last year when Brady, those guys to me were really good, and I think now they're decent. I think with the setup that they have now in New England, the running backs went from to me really good to decent now because they don't have everything else around them that gave them the ability. Look, James White, he's a PR fucking machine, fantasy wise and all that shit, and he puts up numbers. He does.
Yeah.
But I would think that this year now there's going to be a lot more emphasis.
But see, there's an argument that could be made that if Cam, which I don't think he is, I don't think anybody is, I don't even think the Patriots think he is, but if Cam kind of got into form, I believe that James White and Sonny Michel are actually more dangerous with a revived Cam Newton than with Brady.
Okay.
Just because Cam, remember, if Cam comes back, that's a Lamar Jackson offense.
Absolutely.
And that's why I said, if he's healthy.
Lamar Jackson is not even close to the passer that Newton is, by the way. So let's not forget that. Now, mind you could say the same thing can be said that Cam Newton doesn't have the agility, doesn't have the moves, doesn't have the speed as Lamar, but Cam does it all, and I think he does it all better than.
Hey, he's not easy. He's not easy to bring down.
Yeah, he's huge.
No, he's a big boy. Big boy.
Too. Fast, and he's a power runner. To me, man, I'm biased, bro. I've always liked Cam. I don't think Lamar Jackson was gonna be Cam. You know what I mean? Like I just don't think so. And I think I'd rather have Cam, bro. Lamar Jackson still I don't think he can throw the football like that still.
I mean, look, what he did to us last year, last year. I thought he made some nice throws.
But he did to us last year. Us three could have played for the Ravens.
Okay, well, I'm just saying what I'm trying to get at is that I think he made good throws, deep throws. Yeah. Like he was on point. Yeah. I think he looked the total package that day with us. Obviously, it's against us, but I'm saying the point is he can make those throws. He can make the plays that we're probably talking that Cam was doing on a regular basis. You're saying Cam throws better. I actually think Cam overdoes it sometimes. I think sometimes he tries to blow that shit in there.
That's the last 4 years.
Love Cam too. So
I love Cam too. The last 4 years, Cam. I mean, bro, listen. That shoulder problem, and the doctor has already said it. That shoulder problem that he has is never gonna go away. That's there. He has to deal with that. So he's not as accurate on the field anymore. Everything's gonna be in a box. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, to touch upon what Alex was saying about the receivers. Like now, yeah. Every time a team talks about the receivers, I always say, okay, well, can you match up with 2 of the top 5 corners in football? On the same team, you know what I mean? It's tough. That's why, like, to me, I don't know, bro. I just think we're gonna be in every game. Our defense is just gonna do that alone, and it's a passing league. And Miami literally put their strength into the passing game.
If it was this time last year, I would have said that New England's gonna kill us with Cam, and because we don't have shit. Like I didn't, with everything we did this year. Yeah, I'm not worried at all, dude. Like you're gonna have to face.
And I'm talking about defensively across the board. Like I'm talking not just Byron Jones.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I'm talking everything.
Lawson.
Everything. Our D-line is improved.
Van Noy,
I like our linebackers are young, and but you bring the experience of him coming in. I only speed.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with no Gronk covering no tight ends. That's not.
Is Van Noy a top 12 pass rusher in the NFL? Not the AFC, in the NFL. Top 12 at least. That's kind of like almost like very good to like all-star status.
Like 12. Why not 13? I don't know.
I don't know. I saw about that.
No, I think at playmaker he's like top 12 for sure.
Yeah,
I would say. Yeah, but my
what were his numbers last year? Can you guys?
It was like 8 sacks, 9 sacks. It wasn't a lot, but the thing is he did everything. Like he had
linebacker though, 9 sacks for a linebacker.
3-4. 3-4 edge. He blitzed up the edge.
So he put his hands on the ground most of the time? His hand was on the dirt most of the time? No?
No.
Oh, no, because when you said the 3-4, it made it sound like when I was talking about the linebacker, you were like, made it sound like he went down on his hand. Because I said for a linebacker, 9 sacks, I think is like pretty good. I mean, shit. I would think so.
Yeah, but he was I'll tell you real quick right now. But he was strictly a pass rusher, and I think he dropped in the covers a couple times. I think he got a couple picks. I think a pick or two or something like that.
And that's fucking good, impressive shit.
But to me, man, our linebacker group really relies on the development more of McMillan and Baker. Baker this year,
he had 6.5 sacks.
6.5. Okay, McMillan improved last year, but he tore his ACL.
You're predicting 6.5 sacks from him?
No, he had.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have at least 8. But in my opinion, what was I gonna say?
McMillan, you said.
Oh, McMillan. Remember, he tore his ACL the first season. He actually really improved last year in the run game. I mean, that's who he drafted him for, to be a run stopper and to be a clog.
Passing down, he's not good.
Baker was working backwards. Baker had an incredible rookie season, a decent second season. This year, he has to take the next level. He has to be the guy in the linebacker group. I mean, it has to be.
I like him. I like our guys because I think they're young, they're fast, and like I said, we're not dealing with the tight end issue that we've dealt for many, many years in this division with at least Gronk. So at least as far as coverage-wise.
Well, I'm not worried about tight ends because tight ends is Eric Rowe that's covering now, not the linebackers.
Well, I'm just saying we don't have to deal with the top, we're not dealing with Gronk, for example, in New England. That always fucking killed us. I don't care who you had covering them. It didn't make a difference. Like, we're not dealing with that shit. I think our defense it's very complete, in a sense, very improved all the way through. There was a stat I saw the other day about God, whatever the fuck his name, Cow, whatever his name. Something about, forgot what it was, bro. He was tops in the league and hitting the runner. I forgot what it was. It was a fucking good fucking stat. I don't remember per se. But it's good to see that shit. I'm saying that guy was already on our fucking team. So that's a good, and then what we added, like, it's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, the weak link I would say is McCain. He's the weak link in my defense.
I fucking can't stand that guy.
I love Bobby, bro. He's the best communicator on the team.
I don't know why.
He lines everybody up always, bro.
I feel like I see him do worse than good for me. I don't know. When I only pay attention to him, he's not doing anything good. I don't know. I don't like. I've never liked.
When he plays slot, see, my thing is he needs to play slot. Now they drafted Igbo. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with Bobby, but again, they want Bobby to be in the back end of the defense because again, like I said, he's the best communicator. He lines everybody up the best. You know, we didn't have a lot of miscommunications last year. We just didn't have the players.
Why can't they just have him do it from the sideline, bro? Put somebody that's better.
I think Bobby McCain's a player.
It's called the coach, when those who can't do, coach.
I think Bobby McCain's a player, bro.
I don't know, bro. Nothing ever stuck out for me with him.
I don't know why you don't like him because he actually earned a very good paying extension because of playing slot. Did he have a good year last year at safety? Not really, but let him transition. Now he has guys now, bro. Now let's see what he does in the back end of the defense with X and Byron. Because now it's going to be pick and choose. It's going to be read and react because Byron and X are going to play straight man the entire game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be like, oh, Bobby
is a
free.
Bobby is a cornerback by normal.
Natural
slot. Came out of college as a cornerback.
Natural slot corner.
But now we moved him to safety last year. I think because of Jones being out most of the season, whatever it was. So he did not play well at that position. It's not.
Because I told you,
it wasn't his
position. Brian Flores loves him as the main communicator and to line everybody up and be. And
I get all that.
He likes Bobby. He thinks Bobby McCain has, and he said it in press conferences. He thinks that Bobby McCain can read the defense in front of him the best. Now, making plays a little bit different. But to me, I didn't really see him getting beat a lot last year either.
Well, I'm just saying making a point that he was in a different position than what he played normally, and so I can understand him struggling.
The only time and I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to be an asshole. The only person I've ever seen that I saw get fucking extremely torched back and forth was Minkah Fitzpatrick in those 2 games before we shipped him off.
Yep.
I have not seen a player get roasted like that in my entire life. Like Minkah Fitzpatrick got the first 2 games. But then Minkah Fitzpatrick, if you're hearing me, you're a piece of shit.
and then in Pittsburgh he gets like 5 picks in the first like 6 games.
And Minka,
And then,
those 5
he
picks
didn't want to move
were
around here, but
gifted
over
to
there
you.
he's like, oh, move me around.
Gifted to you, Minka. And
Yeah,
Minka,
he's
fight
a
your
big
own battles,
fan
bro.
here.
Stop letting your mom run your Twitter.
I hate when the families get involved, bro. I can't stand that shit. That's
Tell
so
your
annoying.
mom to get the fuck off of Twitter.
Okay, we went off to the original, to Cam. And speaking of Cam again, we're going to go ahead and move on into the fun topic. I think this is probably going to be the funnest topic we do tonight. And now that Cam is in the AFC, we are going to piggyback off of, I'm piggybacking off of Colin Cowherd, our colleague.
The herd.
The herd. Hey, bro, he ain't got one of these. That's all I know.
That's all I know, yep.
So I'm piggybacking off of his list because the truth of the matter is it's pretty much the list, and you can just mix and match to your choosing because you can have different opinions, but it's pretty much the list because it's the AFC and that's who's there and that's who's good and it is what it is. And I'm just gonna go down his list: Mahomes, Jackson, Watson, Roethlisberger, Josh Allen, Cam Newton, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Phillip Rivers, and 10 Drew Lock. That was his top 10 QBs in the AFC going into next season, or at least that's the way I'm looking at it going into next season. I will leave my list last.
Come on.
All right. Settle down. Okay, I'll go first. Fuck it, I don't mind. The top 3 stay the same for me. Really, I think you can mix and match.
Who's the top
Watson,
3? Just go down from 1 all the way down.
Mahomes, Jackson, Watson. That stayed for me with his list the same. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I think this is where you guys are gonna be like, oh shit. I mentioned before we started that you guys are gonna be surprised with who I move up in certain spots. And I actually have Phillip Rivers at number 4. That's my 4th QB in the AFC going into the season. 5 Roethlisberger because really, he's middle of the pack for the top 10 as far as I'm concerned, even though he was coming off an injury. So, but really, again, it's who's available anyway. I mean, you're not gonna bring his the start. What's this kid from Oklahoma? Not Oklahoma.
Baker Mayfield.
No. The kid who plays in Pittsburgh too. He's a backup. Who's the starter last year? Wasn't he from Oklahoma? No. What's his name, bro? The kid who got knocked out, bro.
Oklahoma
State. He came back.
Mason Rudolph.
Right, Oklahoma State. So I'm close. I was close.
Mason Rudolph.
I mean, I'm not going to put him here, even though he might be a starter at the beginning of the season. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying. So I put him middle of the pack because I guess he's mostly career in that spot more than anything for me because he's coming off an injury. So at number 6, I have Newton. I have Cam Newton at 6. He stayed there for me. He's also coming off an injury, but, I'm going to go off history with him as well. And then I moved Josh Allen from 5 to 7 on my list. I like him. He's young. He's just intriguing. His potential is there. I think there's potential there. And number 8, because I took Drew Lock out of my list, and I brought in one of my favorite players. And, I'm doing this off of what happened last season and what I think they're the momentum going into the new season.
Oh, I know who this is already.
Yeah,
I know who it is.
Ryan Tannehill at number 8 for me.
I knew it.
Where
was he at in the original list, though?
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't on the list?
He wasn't on the list.
Cowherds top 10 at all.
No?
No, at all. And, you look at the numbers when he took over the team, and I know people are saying, oh, but the Derrick Henry and this. Yeah, but that's what he had to work with, and he made do with it, and he still threw for 70-some% completion percent. Like, dude, the guy played well last year, man, and he deserves to be the starter going into the season. So that's who I brought in at number 8. And then number 9, I got Baker. And I brought him back because with the guys he had at receiver last year, I don't feel that he really, did what a number 1 pick should be doing.
Yeah.
I feel like he's in there because he is a top 10 quarterback in the conference. I'm not going to disagree with that. And that's
but you took off Sam Darnold, though, right?
No. I have Sam Darnold at 10.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I took out Drew Lock because Drew Lock to me is still a rookie, basically.
Okay.
That's why I don't have Tua either on my list, because I'm doing it as going off of finishing last season, going into this season. Mm-hmm. That's the way I see it. Because I think if it was any other way, he probably might have a rookie in there. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, Drew Lock. I mean, what did he? I think he's going off again. Potential. Drew Lock is potential. Josh Allen's potential. Baker Mayfield potential. Sam Darnold potential. That's how I look at the where they fall. And then, like I said, Roethlisberger and Newen, history. Rivers, Watson, Jackson, Mahomes off last season, because Rivers led the league in passing. As he had 4,000-something yards, but his touchdowns, interception wasn't that great. But dude, the guy is, how old is he now? And he's got like 900 kids, and you have to deal with that shit
like
at home.
38.
Still come in and still come to the fucking stadium and fucking, toss that fucking rock around.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
he's gonna have to play till he's like 45. Make sure he makes enough money for all those 80 kids he has.
Kids, bro, for real. Now, I don't know what his season's gonna look like going into, but I think a new team, that fire. I think he's a really fiery guy, and I think going from San Diego to a new team, we probably never thought he'd play anywhere else. Yeah. You don't see that anymore. You don't see these guys. Like, I never thought Brady would ever play anywhere else, dude. I never thought I'd see Brady in another fucking uniform. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Those days, and even, how long was Brady at New England? How many years? 17?
2 decades.
20? Oh, 20. Okay.
20 years.
It's very rare that you see that now, bro. Very rare you see that now. Guys staying that long, like Rivers. Those things, Roethlisberger and what's his face, and Brady. I don't know what's gonna happen with all these younger guys, as far as longevity with the same teams and all that, but we'll see. Hopefully, they can have the same kind of careers. Because I think it's cool for a guy to stay with the same team his whole career. I think especially the quarterback. I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. But especially if we had Marino, so I mean, I guess that's just what I experienced.
It's very rare. It's very rare these days, man. With Peyton Manning didn't even stay with the Colts.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, Joe Montana, like all of nasty, with the exception of John Elway.
I actually like that Marino didn't go anywhere else, because there was talk that he was going to sign with Minnesota, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm glad. Even though the way his last game was, I cried. I cried on the way home from that game. I went to see it at a friend's house with my parents and shit, and I cried on the way home.
Right. Jacksonville was a much better team than us.
No, yeah, I know, but the way they just destroyed us.
Oh, it was an asshole.
Marino go out like that on that game, like,
yeah.
I cried.
I thought Marino was about to sign with Oakland, not Minnesota.
No, Minnesota.
Are you sure? Hold on.
Yeah, trust me, bro. Look it up.
Detective Brandon, let's check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Well, while you're checking it out, let's go to you, Alex, since you also have a list, and you're not winging it like some people. But that's fine, bro. That's what the Mind 1 Cent podcast does. Mind 1 Cent podcast does. We can wing it, or we can be prepared. Don't really matter. Let's go.
All right. This is going to be interesting here. This is way off. I have way off from what Colin Cowherd even mentioned. But here we go. But as Detective Brandon's views looking over there. I have the following, guys. My homeboy, obviously, I have him at number 1.
Homeboy.
I got Lamar Jackson at 2, obviously, coming off a big year, and they're going to be hungry to, so probably dethrone the Chiefs this year. Deshaun Watson, bro, let me tell you, I believe Deshaun Watson, to me, in the AFC, is the second best thrower of the football. I think he's a better thrower than Lamar Jackson.
Of course.
Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, but Deshaun Watson, I got him at 3. At 4, it was hard for me, but I really believe Big Ben is gonna be healthy. And Pittsburgh overall, they have a great offensive line, and I think they're gonna be able to protect Big Ben. I think he's gonna be good this year.
So pretty much your list has not changed yet. Okay, gotcha.
No, at 5, I'm way off on this. So I really believe Baker Mayfield's having a good year this year. I know last year was awful in many ways, but what they already had, the Odell, Landry, they have a good running game, and they added Austin Hooper at tight end. So you got Austin Hooper and Njoku, OBJ, right? Odell. You've got Landry with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. That's hard to stop, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, they play in a very tough division, with Pittsburgh, Baltimore, good defenses. So that's going to be tough for Baker Mayfield. At 6, I was flip-flopping this one. I like Sam Darnold. I don't know why. I just feel he's a good quarterback, and I got him at 6.
Who was at 5?
I have Baker at 5.
Baker.
Okay.
At 7, I got Tua. I know it's probably a homer pick, but I think I have a feeling he's going to start week 1, and it's going to be, he's going to have a really good season. He's going to have a really good. Yep. He's going to be a really good.
I just want him to start already. I don't even care anymore. I just want him to start. I love Fitzpatrick.
Because based on all these reports, I mean, it's miraculous his recovery.
Yeah. And now he actually got in the building, and they're saying that he's 100% go.
Yeah, he's in the facility. I mean, and all these other people I've spoken to, sit him. No, you're not drafting to a 5th overall to sit him. No, put him on the field.
Like we spoke about just now. If he's not 100%, yeah, obviously you sit him and you get him healthy. But it's not. If he's 100%, bro, put him on the field and let him compete. If not, just give him the goddamn job. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I want to see him first day out at the starting quarterback position. I love you, Fitzpatrick. And if something happens to Tua, I'll be happy as hell to see you run the offense for us. But let's go, bro. Let's get this future started already, bro.
Do it.
I agree.
Because we have the offense to do it. We have the offense for him to go out there and be successful from day one. Period. We're not going to be like, oh, he's going to struggle because he doesn't have nobody in the offense. No, we're going to have.
Yeah, there's people buying the hype. There's people buying the hype. I'm actually surprised that Victor's homeboy on Twitter, he goes by the name Antoine Staley.
Oh.
He actually chose.
That's his boy too, bro.
He actually was saying that he believes Miami is good enough to get one of the 2 wildcard spots this year. So
I agree.
Let's see, man. It's gonna be fun.
We're gonna be competitive, bro. We're gonna be competitive.
Is he also the one that said that Derek Jeter's not a top 10 shortstop of all time?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. I mean, look, I'm not a Yankee fan at all, as you know, but bro, come on.
Yeah, he's a Red Sox fan. He looks at it blindly.
Me too. But I mean,
yeah, but you're not as biased about it. It's like, yeah, no, I'm with you. And he is very, he's gonna make comments because he's a writer, and he can't be biased either. But that's his opinion. I get.
Look, not to be off.
I disagree completely though.
But not to be off topic, but Cal Ripken also played third base. So how do you classify?
Yeah, but when you think of Cal Ripken, you think of shortstop. As far as
real quick, this is the My 1 Cent podcast. A filler, I guess you call it. Quickie. My 1 cent quickie. A 1 cent quickie. Who would you rather have, Ozzie Smith or Derek Jeter?
Jeter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Jeter because
Antoine Staley was saying Ozzie Smith was number 1 shortstop of all time.
It's hard because defensively, he was obviously. But I think Jeter offensively was obviously better.
Jeter just all around, bro.
All around. I mean, I'm a big fan of Jeter. He's one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
Alex, you finished your top 10 already?
Sorry. So number 8, I actually have Ryan Tannehill. So he, I mean, a lot of people, as Victor was saying, Derrick Henry. But before Derrick Henry went berserk in the playoffs, right? Second half of the season, Ryan Tannehill was nasty. So if I can read some numbers for Ryan Tannehill.
Go ahead, brother.
70% completion rating, second half of the season. That's pretty damn good. Mm-hmm. And he only threw 6 interceptions the whole season.
How many touchdowns?
20. Well, remember, Mariota started the season.
Yeah, I know.
So he had 22 touchdowns and 6 picks in 12 games.
So basically, half the season, 8 games. That's 44. Okay,
that's not bad.
And they were 2-4 when he took over.
Yes. Sorry, so he started 10 games, not 12. So
he started 10 games. Okay.
And man, the playoff run they had was nobody predicted them to beat the Patriots and definitely not the Ravens. And they were in it.
Didn't he throw 3 touchdowns against the Pats? But it's all Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Against the
Ravens.
Wait, no, Ravens. My bad.
Yeah, it was the Ravens.
And then the Chiefs game, they were up.
Henry scored like twice or something against the Pats. Yeah, whatever.
Derrick Henry was berserk.
Tannehill at 8.
Yep. Number 9, I have Phillip Rivers. I really wanted to add Joe Burrow in the bottom of the top 10, but Phillip Rivers. I mean, look, Phillip Rivers is a statue. That guy cannot move anymore. But he went to the best situation because the Colts have the best offensive line in football per stats,
Yep.
And they actually have a decent team. and they drafted a lot of good players. They drafted Jonathan Taylor. They got Michael Pittman Jr. along with T.Y. Hilton. So, I mean, and they have Marlon Mack with Jonathan Taylor. So that's not a bad team.
And you know he loves to sling that shit.
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers loves to sling that shit.
Phillip Rivers is going to have time to throw the ball in Indianapolis. And number 10.
I'm him at number 4 now.
Yeah. And number 10, I was torn. I really wanted to put Joe Burrow, but I went with Brandon's best friend, Josh Allen. Because as much as you know, he's very inconsistent. But I'm not trying to defend him or anything. But he really didn't have any weapons on offense, like throwing the ball. And they added Stephon Diggs. Yeah. So that's definitely going to help him a little bit.
Oh hell yeah!
Especially with the deep ball, because that's like his only strong suit. Because he can't. His completion rating sucks, like 58%.
Terrible, bro. But that's horrendous.
It is bad, but you know what? That one element of him that nobody you don't expect. Obviously, we know now because we've seen it. The dude runs well with the ball too.
I think he's the element they added. I think he's the only playoff quarterback that averages less than 2 touchdowns per game. His average touchdowns per game is 1.2. That's horrendous, bro. That's terrible. I think Fitzpatrick threw more touchdowns than that.
Fitzpatrick also led our team in rushing with 240.
It doesn't matter.
But no, I mean, our division got interesting now with Cam, so it's going to be a lot different. And you know, and going back to Sam Darnold really quick, he had mono, so he wasn't even playing for like 4 games, and they still went 7-9. So it's not bad.
I don't like him, but I kept him on the list because I did look at his numbers for the games that he did play. So yeah, I mean, he deserved the nod to stay. Oh, what the hell? Hey, look, he's gonna. Hey, don't pass out again. Pass out again like you did last night.
He couldn't beat us, so that's all I know.
All right, let's move on to you, Brandon. Let's get your list going, and then
I can't wait to hear this.
Start to wind down.
Drum roll, please.
Here we go.
All right, Patrick Mahomes number 1, Lamar Jackson number 2. I was actually very torn. I was gonna put Watson at number 2, but I didn't. So Mahomes 1, Jackson 2, Watson 3, Tua 4. Tua number 4.
You might as well have just put him at number 1.
Tua's number 4. Tua's number 4. Big Ben 5, Cam Newton 6, Baker Mayfield 7, Phillip Rivers 8, Drew Lock 9, Sam Darnold 10.
So you have Josh Allen out.
Yes.
Of course he does.
He's terrible, bro. He's not that quarterback in anything.
I disagree, but okay. I mean, obviously we both disagree because we have him in our top 10. I got him a little lower than he does, but you know, it is what it is. That's fine. That's why it's your list.
I actually have Sam Darnold 9, Drew Lock 10. I'm sorry.
Your top 10. That's fine.
So
okay, now let me ask you. Let's be real, because
I listen. If you got Victor, if you want, you could do a poll tomorrow on the My 1 Cent podcast Twitter, and you could say if you're rebuilding a franchise, what quarterback do you want, Sam Darnold or Josh Allen? And I guarantee you, Sam Darnold's going to win that poll.
Okay, we'll do it. Remind me later. And I'll post.
And then I want you to do a poll. Which quarterback would you take to start a franchise with from out of all the AFC East quarterbacks? And everybody's going to say Tua.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's the youngest one.
So if you're going to say that,
too, but
okay, and I've heard both of you guys say this, that Tua is the best quarterback in the division. So why he's not above Darnold and Josh Allen in your top 10 is beyond me.
Because for me, it's the fact that he hasn't taken an NFL snap yet. His potential to me is greater than all of those guys. And once he hits the field, we're gonna see that he's better than those guys. But he hasn't done that yet. And I gotta go with the guys. But I gotta go with the guys that have played.
I have him ahead of Josh Allen. I have him ahead of Josh Allen.
Okay, so you only have Darnold ahead of him.
Right? No, like one spot only. Like it's a flip. It was a flip for me.
For me, it's just he hasn't touched the field yet. That's all.
I was surprised that you guys have Cam that high.
I left him where he was, really. I just left him at 6.
I mean, he hasn't played and he's coming off 2 injuries, a shoulder and foot. He's injury prone, so I was surprised you guys got Cam that high.
I just left him where he was. There's just
not anybody more to compete with him like that. I mean, who did I say? I said Mahomes, Jackson, Watson, Tua. And then I said, did I say Big Ben?
One of them old
no, you don't even have Big Ben. I didn't hear Big Ben.
Yeah, he did. His first 4 were exactly, what's his face? Or was it your first 4 was the same? Holmes. No, you put, what's his face at 4?
hold on, because I'm confused.
You got Tua. Tua was 4 for you.
Correct.
Yeah, look, I think it's basically just like you move everybody up, down 1. So I think it was 2 or 4. Then I had Big Ben 5, Newton 6,
correct.
Baker 7,
right.
Rivers 8, Locke 9, and Darnold 10.
But then you said you swapped Darnold for Locke.
Yeah, then I put Darnold at 9, Locke at 10. Yeah. So I had Big Ben there. I think I took Baker out.
Yes, you took Baker Mayfield.
Took Baker out.
Dude, the thing what I was saying with Baker for me, that why I dropped him down was because he had guys, and dude, he threw a lot last year too. I feel like for the amount of times he threw last year, he should have gotten his completion percentage should have been a little bit better. Well, I mean, 59, I guess that's not too bad.
That's pretty bad.
I just think he could have done a lot. It's right about 60. Okay, what do you consider to be good as far as?
Up.
I mean, not everybody does. Shit.
Oh, no,
not every, dude,
65.
One guy threw for 70 last year, and that was fucking Tannehill, dude. Nobody threw for 70%, at least in the AFC that I have my list. Like an old news guy. Back at you. Back to you. All right.
It's gonna be this year's gonna be interesting because you have a lot of guys coming back from injury. Cam, Big Ben. I mean, we don't know how these guys are gonna play. You know, like Cam, I haven't seen a guy in almost 2 years. So it's like, I don't know.
Well, for me, that's why I said I left him where he was because he's going to New England. If he maybe went somewhere else, maybe, but he's still going to Belichick, and I'm sure if he's healthy, he'll find a way to use him and be productive with him. And that's why I just left him where he was. I think he's fine
I just wish he went to a different team, not because of the Patriots, but the weapons are just horrible, man. So it's like I don't know.
That's another reason I didn't want to move him either. There's no weapons, so it doesn't really. You got Belichick, but then what is he going to do on the field? I didn't feel he needed to move at all right now. I just think
do you guys think that Cam's going to go to New England? It's going to be like a Randy Moss effect, meaning he'll fit in, or you think it's going to be more of like a Chad Johnson effect?
Somewhere in the middle, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know. Actually,
because Randy Moss, those first that was.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about production. I'm talking about just how Randy Moss was able to go to New England and actually fit into the New England culture.
Okay. I don't think it's the same thing now though, because there's nobody there. There's no Brady. There's nobody that was there when Moss went. You had Brady. You had fucking leader there. There's nobody there now. Edelman is their leader.
Belichick is the leader.
Yeah,
well, I mean, as far as players go, I'm talking about players fitting in with.
Belichick don't give a fuck about players. No, he doesn't.
The players fit in with the players. Randy Moss fit in great with the first year wasn't whatever.
You gotta fit into Belichick's system. If you don't fit into Belichick's system, you're gone. I just want you to know that.
I agree with you. I'm just saying overall, it's a different situation. I think that's all I'm saying. There was more leaders on that team when Moss came. There's nobody there but Belichick, really. I mean, so I don't see it being.
So that means Cam Newton has a higher chance of not working out in New England because that culture is Belichick.
I think he does. If he just doesn't do crazy shit, he doesn't.
No, I'm saying it's a higher chance of him not fitting in.
I think he'll fit in.
Belichick is the guy.
I think maybe if anybody can control him, might be Belichick. I mean, as far as his erratic, I was gonna say it's eroticism, his erratic nature. There was a joke or a meme or something that popped out the other day that said, I think I showed you. I think I was talking to Alex when I came up. What's Belichick gonna do when he finishes his press conference and he's walking out and Cam's walking in one of those ridiculous outfits of his and shit? That's. I mean, it's gonna be interesting, but I think he's gotta realize he's got a good. I mean, okay, we know he doesn't have the weapons, but it's still New England. It's still Belichick. He's got to realize he might be in a good situation coming off the injury and all to be there where he's at. But again, a lot of pressure too, is what I said. He's erratic emotionally, and I'm a big fan of his because he was a former Gator. I still think we could have won a national title with him if he wouldn't have stole that laptop or whatever the fuck he did. So I was a fan. I've always been a fan of his. I would have loved to have been a Dolphin, but I know we didn't have a shot at him. But I'm saying it would have been great. But now he's Miami.
I thought Miami was actually going to look to sign him this year if we actually didn't go forward with Tua.
Well,
but see, look, I think, and I'm not trying to be biased or nothing like that. I just think Cam would have fit better here than in New England.
Yes.
I mean, he does have everything here. He has weapons. What does he not have? Offensive line? I mean, New England doesn't have a better defense than us. You know what I mean? So I think Cam would have been a better situation. What's very shocking to me is that the only two teams that reached out was Cleveland to beat Baker's backup, which is weird.
Yeah, that's weird. That's why.
And then the only one that even offered a contract was New England. That's why he only signed for less than $8 million. So it just kind of shows you what people around the league think of Cam. That's kind of like where I also base my prediction as well. I don't think that he's going to be ready to start. Remember, he had that foot injury all last season. I think he kind of re-aggravated late in the season.
Yep.
So who knows, bro, what they're going to be able to do this year.
I didn't think health was a question coming into his season with him. I thought didn't they say he would be ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, he's posted some videos. I mean, he looks in good shape, but I mean, he hasn't had games and,
Well, I'm just saying as far as the injury goes and being ready to play, being healthy enough to come back and be healthy 100%.
Another thing, you just signed really late. Are you going to be able to get everything down and be ready for week 1?
And
playbook, all that. I mean, bro, you're facing Miami's defense week 1. I mean, I don't know. I don't see it happening.
If there's a football season. I know you guys hate when I say that, but
I don't hate when you say it because you just sound like a dumbass. So you just make it look stupid.
It's possible, bro. You keep talking shit, but it's possible.
I'm gonna promise you one thing, and I put this on anything I love.
You can promise all you
want.
The
NFL will not ever in their entire existence cancel a football season because there's too much money to be made. They know that there's going to be They know that there's going to be limited fans, so they already started getting that money back by shutting down the first 8 rows of the stadium to put sponsorships to make sure they get that money back that they know they're going to lose. The NFL is the best league in the entire world, bro. I don't care who.
I'm always going to throw a disclaimer out, bro, because that's just what we got to do. We got to be responsible journalists. No, we're not journalists. We are radio personalities. We got to be responsible radio personalities and put out those disclaimers.
Did you guys hear that strip clubs are now not allowed to have strippers dancing within 10 feet? So that means I'm going to try to get myself a video with a bag of quarters, throwing quarters, because I cannot throw a dollar bill 10 feet.
Make the dollar bills into little paper planes, bro.
It's tough. That's an option. I'm going to try a couple things, as a matter of fact.
So before we do, what's the Marlins?
If you guys have not tried it yet, the chicken pasta from Tootsie's is the greatest thing in this world. You got to do it, bro. Just try it.
So what was the Marlins thing you wanted to talk about before we?
Before we close
so
up
I think I'm gonna go based off the last 2 years. The Marlins, in basically a 2-month span, have been playing above 500 baseball. They added more pitching. I do believe with the prospects coming up like Jazz Chisholm, Monty Harrison, guys like that, they have a chance to compete. I think they're actually going to miss the playoffs, but I think they're going to be above 500.
And all this in a 60-game season. I mean, it's with these shortened seasons and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of it up in the air too. I mean, the shit with all this fucking. It's the same for every one of these fucking sports. Guys are home. Guys aren't practicing. Guys aren't preparing for the season like they normally would. Yeah. So, yeah, it's gonna. My thing is always gonna be the same thing. I want to see what kind of play we're gonna get. I think baseball's a little bit different because it's such a slow sport too. Like, you may not even notice sloppy play because
I disagree. Baseball is actually going to be the weirdest sport to play without fans. Because
I'm not talking about the fan. I'm just talking about the time off and guys coming for
the timing and shit.
I'm just talking about gameplay. That's it. Just the quality of the.
I thought you were talking about just like the fans and all that. Okay.
No. Just the quality of play we're going to get. That's what I've been mentioning when we talked about the NBA coming back and everything else. Yeah. The quality of play is my concern. Coming back, and then a shortened season, and that could actually be a benefit for some teams. Shortened season, you get hot at the right time.
Exactly.
I mean,
because the only reason I say I have a miss in the playoffs, and it's still going to be a challenge, is because the Marlins are playing the 2 toughest divisions in baseball. So the NL East is the toughest division in baseball. Okay, and then remember that they're gonna play 30 division games. And they're going to play 30 games in the American League East.
Right. The Yankees.
So now they got to play the Yankees. They got to play the Red Sox. Even though I think no offense, I think the Red Sox suck now. To be honest.
Well,
to be honest, I don't.
Chris Sale's
Chris
out.
Sale was out. They just lost Mookie. Guys like that. Is Benintendi going to take the next step?
No, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? Jackie Bradley, he is what he is already. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
In my opinion, they only have Xander Bogaerts.
Right.
I got to get back in baseball, bro.
I got
to get back in baseball.
I don't have the Marlins coming even close to making the playoffs.
No? What do you have them at?
Definitely not near 500.
No?
Probably. Well, their division's hard, man. But I don't see
them winning at least 20 games.
20 and 40. Maybe, yeah, I would say that because look, I mean, the Braves are really good. The Nationals just won the World Series. I know they lost Rendon, but they're still nasty, The Mets are pretty good. Syndergaard is out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I think they're going to take another step. The Phillies could bounce back. I don't know. Because did they add another pitcher? I'm not sure.
I think
they added another pitcher. I'm not sure, but the NL in general is tough,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the Dodgers, the Brewers, they're tough.
Well, the Brewers suck, in my opinion. All they have is Brandon Woodruff, and they have on offense they only have Yelich. Lorenzo Cain is what he is now. That's it. I think he's done. He had a bad year.
Fucking Yelich.
So
MVP after we trade him away and he becomes a stud.
You know what? See, and I know
Alex,
I want to talk this for 2 minutes. This is just because people actually that know baseball and shit.
Okay.
I actually thought it. No, not you. I
don't know.
Not you. But if I told you, trust me, bro. When it's you, I'm gonna direct you and I'm gonna acknowledge you. I'm gonna say Victor doesn't go shoot.
Hey, your 2 minutes are running out. Let's go.
Anyways, I actually believe that Yelich trade needed to happen. He didn't want to be here because when Jeter took over, I think the first thing he had to do was get rid of Stan, which is exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Then Yelich didn't want to be here. Yelich is the only player that I could say actually kind of shut me up because when Yelich asked for the trade, he only had one good season under him. So my reaction to him was, well, bro, who the fuck are you? Because you're nobody. You're actually 24 years old. You're just coming off one pretty good season.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to build off of you. So if I was Jeter, I get why he did it because Miami had a lot of prospects coming up. And remember, Milwaukee offered us Isan Diaz right away. That's why the Marlins did it. Because he said it. Jeter has said it that if Isan Diaz is not in the deal, I'm not doing the trade.
Oh no, it was a non-starter.
Diaz is a franchise player at second base and in middle infield doesn't matter. We got him.
Yep.
The only player that wanted to be here was Ozuna. Well, remember they offered us Sandy Alcantara for Ozuna, so that's why the Marlins said, "Okay, bro, we're getting by." So Yelich is the only one that didn't make sense to me. I knew Stan had to go. So let's run it down, right? Realmuto. I was surprised that Realmuto got traded because
welcome to baseball tonight.
I knew the Marlins were gonna ask for a lot. When they gave us Sixto Sanchez and Alfaro, I thought the Phillies were the dumbest team in the world. I actually thought to myself, I'm like, okay, you don't make this move if you don't expect to win a World Series in the next 2 years. Because Realmuto didn't even want to do a contract extension with you guys.
Correct.
So let's finish off right here. The only player that's done something is Yelich. Giancarlo's barely on the field. Ozuna's already on his second team since leaving the Marlins. He's getting traded from the Marlins.
Yeah.
Realmuto.
He's in Atlanta, right? Ozuna?
Yeah, Ozuna. Realmuto, who was supposed to be the final piece of a World Series team, didn't even make the playoffs.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, because they have the most overrated player in baseball. That's why.
And D. Gordon.
Bryce Harper. FYI.
Oh, and D. Gordon went to Seattle. Who the fuck ever heard of D. Gordon again after that? So.
Before we go here, the image I have of D. Gordon, unfortunately, was when Jose Fernandez passed away, and he was like bawling in the pictures. That's the image I have of.
If you guys ever want to get to a topic like that, a friend of mine actually we were talking about it the other day, and I thought it was a good topic. I wasn't gonna bring it up, just out of nowhere. Was does Jose Fernandez deserve a statue outside of Barnes Park? Don't answer the question. This is just something for later on. We can talk about it real quick. I know what my answer is. My answer is actually very fucking thorough.
We'll save it.
So
you just told us to save it. You save it too.
No, I wasn't gonna say it. I'm just saying that my answer is thorough. So when it gets to it, I'm gonna explain why my answer is this and why.
Renteria deserves a statue. He won the first World Series for us.
Fucking right.
Yeah. Let the game off with a hit. Finish the game off with a hit. It's a beautiful thing. I was there for it too, actually.
The only one that deserves a statue outside of Marlins Park is Josh Beckett.
That boy took down the beast.
Yeah, he took down the And Pottery Trust.
We trust, baby. So
Comcast, we trust.
Good shit. We teasing for the next time. I like those things we spoke about. Write them down in the famous words of Van Wilder. Write that down. And guys, thanks for coming on. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this. I thought we had fun. I thought it was a good show. Me and him didn't fight. Beautiful thing. Those people seem to enjoy that.
Don't worry. We'll get into TikTok.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Trust me. When college football starts, if it ever does, trust me, we'll have our moments.
We'll get into Tank Talk next week.
Remember, guys, My 1 Cent Podcast, Twitter, Instagram, My 1 Cent Podcast at Gmail, the My 1 Cent Podcast YouTube channel. So hit the button, subscribe, hit the bell, let you know when we post. If you have any questions, any topics, any suggestions for the show, you just want to tell these guys to go fuck themselves and myself, that's fine too. We're all for it. Doesn't really matter. We just want you guys to interact with us and tell us how much you enjoy the show. And we'll keep doing it as long as you guys keep listening. So for the boys, so next time, gentlemen,